Did you know that only 32% of Americans use a budget and actually stick to it? For many, budgeting is just too hard. Unexpected expenses, irregular income, and a sheer lack of time and discipline can derail even the best laid plans. What if there's a better way to budget? One that allows you to live for today, but also plan for tomorrow. Well, let me introduce you to the Lifecycle Plan, the plan designed to help you budget for real life. Conventional budgeting techniques come with their flaws. Let's go through some of the most common examples. Number 1, zero-based budgeting. This is the kind of budgeting that your grandparents may have used back in the day. Here, you'll assign your income to specific jobs, such as groceries, or entertainment, or rent. And when you overspend in one category, you'll borrow from a different category. Here's why zero-based budgets are popular. Apps like YNAB make it easy to track spending. The problem is that despite its precision, few people stick to it. Its rigidity and constant micromanagement make it hard to maintain. Remember that only 32% of Americans stick to a budget, and many of these follow a zero-based budget. Number 2, automated budgeting. Automation takes over tasks like paying bills and transferring money to savings, freeing you from decision fatigue. Here's why it works. Automating payments reduces errors, ensuring consistency and saving time. But while convenient, it doesn't solve the deeper issues like overspending and oversaving. Number 3, the 50-30-20 budget. Here you'll assign your income 50% for needs, 30% for wants, and 20% for savings. The 50-30-20 budget is a simple and effective way for balancing priorities. Early in my personal finance journey, I found this method helpful for setting boundaries. The problem is that reaching a 20% savings rate is tough for young professionals who are burdened with other expenses. Conversely, spending 30% on wants may not be prudent for those approaching retirement. I tried using each of these budgeting techniques when I started my personal finance journey. First, I started with a zero-based budget, but I found it hard to keep track of all of my expenses, even while using apps. And it took a lot of time, which made it hard to maintain. Then I used automated budgeting when I tried aggressively paying off my student loans. And while this was successful, this enabled my predisposition toward oversaving, even after my loans were paid off. And then I read All Your Worth by Elizabeth Warren and her daughter Amelia. This taught me the 50-30-20 budgeting technique. And this taught me the importance of controlling my needs expenses. But I found it hard to use this system when faced with life-changing moves, like getting married. And I often face difficult trade-offs when using these budgeting techniques. For instance, I couldn't tell whether I should save my 401k more or whether I should save more for my dream vacation. And these techniques also couldn't tell me why my budgets weren't working. For instance, when I used an automated budget, I couldn't tell whether I was oversaving. And when I used a zero-based budget, I couldn't understand why I had decision fatigue. And I regretted missed opportunities by oversaving in fear of overspending. These challenges taught me that conventional budgeting techniques miss the root causes of financial stress. And this is why I developed the Lifecycle Plan. It addresses these gaps by providing a realistic, flexible, and emotionally satisfying way to manage money throughout your life. The Lifecycle Plan isn't just a budgeting tool, it's a philosophy. Here's how it works. First, spend on what you love. Allocate more money to the activities you value most while you're young. For example, in your 20s, you might spend 40 to 45% of your income on experiences. 2, shift toward investing. As you age, gradually increase the percentage of your income devoted to investing, ensuring financial security without sacrificing present enjoyment. 3, control required expenses. Keep essential expenses under 50% of your income to avoid financial strain. This ensures you're not overburdened by fixed costs and can maintain flexibility. Unlike other conventional budgeting techniques, the Lifecycle Plan evolves with you. It accommodates major life events, like buying a home, starting a family, or planning for retirement. It's adaptable because life is dynamic, not static. Let's look at 2 examples of the Lifecycle Plan in action. Jen is 25 years old. She is a passionate scuba diver, and she spends 40% of her income on travel and diving gear, investing just 10% for retirement and building an emergency fund. By prioritizing her passion for scuba diving, Jen shows how focusing on what brings you the most happiness can make your money truly work for you. By 30, she plans to reduce her discretionary spending and increase her investing rate to 15%, balancing her love for adventure with her future goals. If an unexpected emergency arises, Jen has an emergency fund that she can tap without sacrificing her passion for scuba diving. Over time, Jen continues to prioritize what she loves, but shifts focus toward building long-term stability. Take the example of Mark, who's 35 years old. He's a software engineer with young children. Mark allocates 50% of his income for essentials like childcare,
spends 30% on family experiences and invests 20% for retirement and college savings. Mark's decision to spend 30% of his income on family experiences is an example of opportunity cost because Mark understands that his children are only young for a limited number of years. If Mark chose to save that money instead, he understands that he would give up valuable experiences with his children. As his kids grow older and gain more independence, he shifts more income toward investments, ensuring long-term stability. By 45, Mark will reduce his discretionary spending to 20% of his income and will invest 30% of his income to prepare for his family's future.
These examples show how the Lifecycle Plan helps prioritize both joy and security without compromising either. The Lifecycle Plan is designed to flex with your life. Here's how.
Paying off debt. This plan gives you a guidepost to how much income to allocate for making extra payments toward debt. You'll learn techniques to understand which debt are worth paying off early, understanding that not all debt is bad. Job loss. This plan will help you build an emergency fund to pay for your required expenses. You'll learn to prioritize essentials while leaning on emergency savings. You'll also learn how to review your expenses and focus on minimizing non-essential costs until your situation stabilizes. Medical emergencies. This plan will teach you how to leverage flexible spending accounts and health savings accounts to pay for medical emergencies. You'll also learn whether it makes sense to reallocate funds to cover unexpected costs. The plan is also flexible, so you can adjust your budget temporarily to accommodate increased healthcare expenses. Windfalls. This plan will help you use bonuses and unexpected income to pay off debt, boost savings, and reward yourself responsibly. A balanced approach ensures that you enjoy the benefit while enjoying your future. Economic downturns. This plan will also teach you how to become a diligent investor. You'll learn how to focus on long-term reward in order to avoid reactionary decisions like withdrawing your investments prematurely. This plan will also teach you how to boost your savings in case a job loss might be on the horizon.
The Lifecycle Plan is also designed to help you adapt to new changes in your life.
Marriage. This plan's focus on ratios allows you and your partner to view money as a unified front as opposed to divided efforts. Working as a unit, you're able to reach your spending and saving goals faster. Buying a home. This plan gives you the framework for determining the true cost of owning a home and will help you analyze whether you can afford it. You'll learn how to save for a down payment and other costs associated with homeownership. Growing your family. This plan will help you plan ahead on having a child. You'll learn how to manage your required expenses, investments, and spending to ensure that you're able to provide and care for the new addition to your family. Retirement. This plan will teach you how to save and invest for retirement. Using index funds and target date funds, you'll learn a disciplined approach to investing that will allow your money to achieve triple-digit growth.
Life is unpredictable, and life changes. The Lifecycle Plan's flexibility ensures that you're able to be prepared to navigate new challenges as well as adapt to new circumstances while staying aligned with your priorities. The Lifecycle Plan challenges the false trade-offs that conventional budgeting techniques promote. You can live a life that you love while building the future that you want. This approach integrates intentionality, flexibility, and balance into your financial decisions, making it uniquely suited for real life. Wouldn't it be great to finally manage your money and stick to a budget?
Imagine waking up each day knowing your finances are under control, allowing you to focus on what truly matters, whether that means creating memories with your loved ones or pursuing your passions.
With the Lifecycle Plan, you'll not only gain control of your finances, but you'll also be able to live a life that aligns with your values. If this resonates with you, check out my free calculator at www.lifecyclepf.com, where you can create your own lifecycle plan. This is a guidepost that'll help you allocate your income based on your values and your priorities. And don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and share this video with a friend who needs a better way to manage their money. Together, let's redefine personal finance. Cheers.
And now a word from our sponsor.